Welcome to Mr. Magazine, your home for stories where fame, passion, and secrecy collide. Today's story unfolds like a film that no one expected to see, one where a single notification changed everything. We're diving deep into the mystery surrounding one of the most talked about names in Turkish and Italian entertainment, Yaman. It began so simply, just the faint buzz of a phone left on a marble counter somewhere in Rome. But that single vibration would echo through the corridors of celebrity gossip from Istanbul to Milan. A message, innocent at first glance, opened the door to a past that Yaman thought was buried beneath fame, new love, and a meticulously polished image. The sender? A woman once close enough to whisper his name in the dark, now turned ghost, messenger, and perhaps avenger. Within minutes, what was private became public. Screenshots began to circulate, captions grew wilder, and within hours, the entire internet was speaking the same two words, Yaman. Among the leaked messages, one stood out like an open wound. "I swear, I can't take it anymore, can. I don't know if I can go on with this." The tone was weary, intimate, desperate. Fans dissected every syllable. Who was she? Why now? And why did these words feel so personal, so raw, that they couldn't have been fabricated? Another message struck deeper still. "I don't like the women around you. I can't imagine you walking away from me for them." Those lines transformed a simple leak into an emotional thriller. For millions who had followed Yaman's career and relationship with Sara Bloomer, the Italian model who had become his quiet anchor, the question burned brighter than ever: was this love story living a double life? Within hours, Turkish and Italian tabloids erupted. Hashtags surged. Online forums filled with theories, some romantic, others cruel. One message in particular sent chills down spines. "Even if you don't know it, he will always be mine." It sounded less like heartbreak and more like a warning. Soon came another, darker note. "If you keep ignoring me, everything we shared will go public, and you won't like what you see." It was blackmail, or perhaps the desperate cry of someone who had lost control. But one thing was certain: this story had evolved beyond gossip. It was now a scandal with consequences. While the world screamed, Sara Bloomer stayed silent. No interviews, no statements, no denials. Just the occasional photograph, her walking alone through Rome, her gaze distant, her posture guarded. But silence, in the digital age, has its own language. Late one evening, Sara posted a single Instagram story. Silence is sometimes the loudest cry. Millions saw it within minutes. Was it aimed at Yaman? Was it a message to the mysterious woman? Or was it a reflection of her exhaustion from living under a magnifying glass? Theories multiplied faster than any PR team could contain. And in that noise, Yaman himself chose quiet. Don't forget, dear viewers, if you're just joining us on Mr. Magazine, hit the subscribe button, tap for joiner to support our team, and stay tuned for every twist in the lives of the stars you love. Insiders whispered that Yaman was deeply affected by the leak. Friends claimed he barely left his home, that his new series had been delayed, and that his phone, ironically, the instrument of his downfall, had gone silent. One confidant was quoted saying, "He's torn between two silences, the one from his past and the one from the woman he loves now." Others warned that remaining quiet could backfire. Every unspoken word becomes an invitation for speculation, one media expert said. But if he talks, the fire might spread even faster. Either way, the storm showed no sign of passing. In the ever-turning machinery of fame, no secret stays buried. Some tabloids now claim the mysterious woman was someone from within the entertainment industry, an insider who knows the right strings to pull. Others believe she's part of a small circle determined to damage Yaman's reputation, a carefully timed act of revenge disguised as heartbreak. If true, then this isn't merely a love story gone wrong. It's a chess game played in the glare of the spotlight. Just as the noise began to fade, new screenshots surfaced. Did you think I could ever forget those nights with you? Everyone knows you, but no one knows you like I do. The line set social media ablaze once more. It wasn't just an emotional revelation, it was a direct, intimate memory brought to light. A tabloid in Milan claimed the data was extracted from an old device once belonging to Yaman himself. Whether true or not, the effect was catastrophic. He said nothing. Sauer said nothing. And in that silence, the public's imagination filled the void. Her followers dissected every pixel of her next post, a dimly lit photograph of rain on glass. The caption read simply, "When the storm passes, you see who was truly with you." It was poetry, or a warning. Fans were divided. Some called it strength, others called it sorrow. A few saw it as a declaration that her love had reached its breaking point. Behind the glamour, there were consequences. Meetings for Yaman's new television project were postponed. Brand deals hesitated. Production insiders whispered that the star's energy had shifted, his charisma now shadowed by fatigue. He's living under a microscope, one crew member confided anonymously. And yet, he refuses to defend himself. Maybe he's saving the truth for something bigger. Rumors swirled that Yaman had told close friends. "As long as I stay silent, they talk. But one day, I'll speak, and that day will change everything." The statement, if true, was both confession and threat. What truth does he hold? And when will that day come? Behind the headlines lies a quiet war. On one side, the shadows of Yaman's past, jealousy, longing, unfinished stories. On the other, a man struggling to preserve the fragile piece of his present. Between them stands Sarah Bloomer, torn between love and pride, her silence speaking louder than any tabloid headline. This is not just gossip anymore. It has become a modern-day tragedy written in text messages and played out in real time for millions to witness. If you've made it this far, dear readers, you're part of the story now. What do you think? Should Yaman finally break his silence, or is mystery the only shield he has left? Comment below and tell us what your heart says. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that join button to keep Mr. Magazine alive for stories just like this. Behind the scenes, the story keeps evolving. Industry whispers hint that the mysterious woman has already been approached by a popular talk show to tell her side. If that happens, the scandal could explode into a full-blown international drama. Meanwhile, Yaman walks quietly through the chaos, his public smile betraying none of the turmoil inside. Fame, after all, has its own cruel price. Every love, every mistake, every whisper becomes part of the spectacle. As one Italian columnist poetically wrote, he wanted to play the hero, but the script life gave him turned him into the hunted. Perhaps, when all the lights fade, this story will remind us of something simple yet universal. Behind every celebrity headline, there beats an ordinary heart. Love can lift even the most glamorous souls to the heavens, but when it collapses, it leaves a silence that echoes forever. For now, Yaman's silence continues. Sarah Bloomer watches, the mysterious woman waits, and the world holds its breath. This has been another exclusive deep dive from Mr. Magazine, where the stars may shine, but the truth always burns brighter. Don't forget to subscribe, share your thoughts below, and stay tuned, because in the world of fame, today's silence is tomorrow's storm.